Hello, my darlings, my loves. Okay. What are they thinking? I'm like, how do they think? How do they feel? What? Okay. What are they thinking? How do they feel about you? Piles 1, 2, or 3. Now, you guys, this isn't always how are they consciously thinking? How are they aware of their feelings? Like depending on the consciousness level of your person, we could be talking about their higher self. We could be talking about soul contracts. So just keep that in mind. And as always, if it doesn't resonate, if you're like, that's no way, then pick another pile. You're here for a reading, or just you're here for a reading. You are here for a reading. You're here for a reason. So pick another pile, or even pick another reading. Okay, pile number 1, we have my dodecahedron. Pile number 2, we have my what is this called? Merkaba. Yeah, I'm like really into my little sacred geometry, my little platonic solids. Little, aren't they cool? And then of course we have here a pyramid, super solid, amazing, so much abundance energy in a pyramid. Don't you just love it? Okay, piles 1, 2, or 3. There might be more than one person you're asking about. There might be more information. Like just ask different piles. My loves, there really aren't that many rules to this. So follow your gut, trust your intuition, and how are they feeling? What are they thinking? Let's have a look. Hello, my beautiful pile ones. You guys picked this like amazing dodecahedron. It's just kind of just like a cool thing to say. This is a clear quartz energy, and you picked, and you picked this card. You don't know what it is. Okay. First of all, let me just say, pile number 1s. What are they thinking? How do they feel about you? This isn't necessarily like their consciousness, right? Like you're depending on the level of consciousness of your person. I said this in the intro as well. Like they may or may not be aware of what's going on here exactly. So this can be speaking to their higher self energy, or even soul contracts. So that being said, let's have a look. Ooh, temperance, but reversed. Interesting. Pile number 1s. Okay, so we have this reversal energy of the temperance energy. Now, the temperance energy is really energy of like balanced emotions. Okay, it's about really being able to, yeah. So your guides are saying that there's two sides to this reversal of temperance energy. And while I shuffle my Dios de los Tres over here to get some more information, they're like, go ahead and talk about that. And I'm going to skip right over the like, hi, I'm Kylin thing. Like if you're new to my channel, hi. And if you're returning, I love you. Okay. Now, your guides are saying that, this is how they're feeling. They're feeling a little bit upside down about things. And if your person is normally like a pretty level-headed, pretty balanced or logical person, they're thinking and feeling a little bit like you kind of spun them around a little bit. Yeah. So, that makes sense. Yeah. It's like you just sort of spun them around. And they really, I'm hearing that they kind of don't know what to make of it. Like they can't make heads or tails of you or the situation. Pile number 1s. Okay, wow. And that your person, for most of you, and if this doesn't resonate, you're here for a reason. So maybe that you just want to pick another pile or pick another reading. But your person is usually, again, I'm getting really clear that whoever you're asking about is usually really level-headed. By the way, this could be someone you're working with. This could be a friend. This could be a family member. Sometimes you're asking about someone specifically, and then the universe is like, yeah, I'm actually going to tell you about someone else that you have a thing in your life. So you'll know if that's going on here as well. Okay, this is this one, and then it wants one more shuffle. So yeah, so your person is normally like pretty level-headed, and they're used to being really even. Oh gosh, the setup I have here, you guys know I travel a lot. I'm in Hong Kong, and the setup I have here is when my hands are on the table, it seems like it shakes this this recording. I wonder if the last video I made is something like all like, well, we'll see, we'll find out. Okay, so justice. Okay, the energy of justice. Yeah, justice is balance working. Also though, can we talk about this Dios de los Tres card? Like, what? It's like an alien. There's everybody in these cards. They're so fun and they're really amazing. So really there is this energy, again, if your person is looking for balance here. They think that they've kind of, again, they've lost some of their equilibrium and the temperance being overturned. They don't know whether to make heads or tails of you. So like how they're feeling is that they really want to like weigh everything in the balance. Like the kind of thing of like when you make like pros and cons lists about people, they're kind of like in this process about you. They're really trying to they're trying to rebalance themselves. And the Justice card coming upright suggests that they are doing it. Yeah, so it's sort of like things with you kind of threw them for a loop, and now they're sort of coming around and they're kind of seeing a little bit more clearly. They're coming back into balance. Okay, that's good. King of Cups, very nice. Really great. So this is heart-centered energy, and it is also the divine masculine energy in its heart-centered place. So they have feelings. They're feeling about you, okay? They really are. And I think this is part of what turned things around, because what I'm getting is that your person is sort of like even-headed, even-kiltered. They tend to be like sort of, for a lot of you guys, like they tend to be like really hyper-rational. Again, like maybe a little bit like, you know, you guys asking about like a Spock. But, and that the situation really activated their heart center, and that kind of threw them, it threw them for a loop. But that they're coming back into balance, but they are not by dismissing their emotions, but in fact by acknowledging that they have feelings here. They really, really do. And the nice thing about the cups is like it's love feelings. There's love here. And even if this isn't a romantic thing, like there's love all over the place. There's love everywhere. So, you know, the love of your colleagues, the love of your friends, the love of your family members, like, you know, sometimes we forget, and we like, especially when, you know, with like a family of origin member or someone like that, like maybe we don't always like the people that we're like stuck with at work or in our families, but you can like someone or not like someone and love them regardless. So what I'm hearing is like this person is sort of like reconnecting with the fact that like they have love feelings for you, and like, and that's okay. They're owning it. And they're owning it in this divine masculine energy, which really means that like they're owning it in a way that like they're coming to, I'm hearing they're coming to sort of understand it, you know, just like why they feel the way they feel. And they're, I hear they're getting okay with it, even though it really threw them at first. Yeah, King of Cups and King of Pentacles. Bam. Yeah. So your person, like what they think about you, what they feel about you is abundant, is it's like it's about wanting to really have something, wanting really to build something, wanting to create something. Again, this is king energy, so this is divine masculine energy. This doesn't mean your person is a man or male identifying. It just means that like they're in their inspired action mode. They're in their like mode of like doing, holding and creating space for the love, holding and creating space and being in action for the manifestations. Like this really is about like co-creating, like actively being at work on these things. And their heart-centered energy and the material possibilities here, the abundance here, they really see like a real life, real thing is possible here, and they're feeling that. So again, even though they got thrown for a loop, like they're turning it around. They're bringing balance to the situation. I love it. Judgment. Well, you guys, these are some big cards. We have 2 major arcana and 2 king cards, 3 major arcana. The Temperance is also king. Okay, so this is like, they're thinking big things. They're feeling big things about you, pile number 1. So this Judgment energy over here is really about answering a call. It's about like stepping up. It's like being called to something and stepping up. And I'm just hearing flat out, they're doing it. Again, this threw them off their usual equilibrium. It activated some like heart, love, energy, and feelings for them. And they really are creating something abundant with you in this world. And they're committed to it. I mean, this is king energy. They are stepping up. The Judgment is like, they got called to step up here and they are answering it. And they really can see the way that like they've been able to balance their energies so that they can move forward like super powerfully. This is really, really beautiful and really, really powerful. This is great, pile 1. Like this person's kind of awesome. Oh, this interesting thing keeps happening where I keep trying to pick up. It's so weird. I can't pick up the bottom card of this deck every time I go to pick it up lately off this table. Maybe it's something about this table. I don't even know what. All right, I'm gonna put that back in there. While I shuffle, let me say, I will take this opportunity at this moment to say hi. I'm Kylan. Welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back if you're returning. I love you. I have to love the intensity of the energy with which they were like, don't even introduce yourself, get right into this reading. Like, the guidance is like that. That's so funny. But I like to say hi to you, my beauties, those of you that come here. And you do come here for the intensity of the energies that I channel, right? Because like, you guys know, like, I'm channeling that for your highest possible good. This is the highest possible timeline. This person, like, these are their best thoughts about you. These are their best feelings. This is them at their best, okay, my loves? And this is the best possible timeline with this person in your life in this moment. So you want to get that. Like, that's what your guides come to me for. Now, I'm going to look here at this sort of like this, what is this, the Slavic oracle? We're going to look here at like, you know, what's a little bit more context and energy. Okay, talisman, great. So this is protected. Okay, my loves. So the energy of this whole thing is protected. Kind of one of the words that your guides are saying I can use, but they don't want you to run away with this word, is destined. Okay, that you and this person, but I mean, when this much major arcana and 2 court cards show up, it really is like this person, yeah. This person was, this coming together was, again, it's protected. It's being watched over. The energy of the talisman really does have that protection energy in it. And I want to say as well, so for some of you, that your guides were saying, one of you is the King of Cups and one of you is the King of Pentacles. And again, that doesn't mean you're 2 men, right? This isn't about being male identifying. I'm like so fervent about that. I actually spit. Okay, that happens. But it is about that you're both, that there's divine masculine energy at work. So there's things to do. You guys are creating something. Something's being created over here with this King of Pentacles. Something manifests, something in the 3-dimensional world. And then over here with the King of Cups, there's like active work on being in the heart center, being in your heart mind, heart, you know, opening the heart to the situation. So one or both of you are doing this. One or both of you are doing one or both of these things in this relationship. Okay, I love that. Rest. Oh, amazing. Yeah, I've heard that for you guys, pile number ones, if your person is kind of pulled away or gotten some distance, it really is while they're sort of sorting a lot of this stuff out. They're hearing the call and they hadn't yet answered it. They really had to refine also this balance in this justice card. They had to really like make them pros and cons. They had to weigh things in the balance because they got really knocked off kilter by whatever's gone down with you guys. So they've really had to sort of regroup here. So there's been some space. There's been a little time of rest. And I'm hearing give them their space. And I'm also hearing that this being protected, like that the timeline of these things, again, that the bigness of the energy here, like your guides are like, there's no promise on the timelines of these. Okay, we're saying we can look into the angel answers to see if we can get a little more of a sense of that at the end. But like, that you really want to allow this to take the time it takes to unfold, and it's again in its most beautiful, highest form, because this, as its sort of highest possible outcome right now with this person, is really high, like really good. So you want to give it the space and give it the time it needs, and it's protected. So there's no worrying about it. Like this will be. And I'm hearing for some of you guys, like if not this lifetime, in another lifetime, there's a guarantee here in this relationship. So don't think small about it. Don't get clingy. Don't get needy. Don't apply a sense of urgency that's like a smallness about the amount of time to this situation. This is going to work out, whether it takes lifetimes or not. This is going to work out. Pile ones. Wow. Fight. Yeah, that's beautiful. Beautiful. Your guys are saying that the fight card is showing up here to say, do not, don't try to, yeah, I love this. They're saying that if either one of you tries to fight against the current or fight against the tide of this, you know, unfolding, right? If you try to push the river, if you try to rush this here, okay? If you don't allow the spaciousness and the rest, okay? That you guys are going to not win. That you cannot force this, that this is happening on its own. It's happening on its own timeline. It's really, really big energies. The big energies have to manage themselves, that this is supported, that there's divine timing at work, and that what there really is for you guys to do is to fight the urge to push, to force, Again, this is the difference between being in the wounded masculine and the divine masculine. You've got two aspects of divine masculine energy here. So it's really saying, like, rather than getting into the wounded masculine energy of fighting, right, of like forcing, fighting, you know, working against the pacing of things, like getting too urgent, getting too demanding, getting too needy, thinking small. Your guides are saying you can give this the space and the time that it needs, and it will work out. Illumination. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, you guys, your person, I mean, in terms of what they're thinking, what they're feeling, like if they, yeah, I'm also hearing too that they sort of tried to fight this because it awakened some stuff in their heart center that they weren't quite prepared for, and it kind of flipped them on their ass, but they're sorting that out. They're not fighting it anymore. And that like they've really, like they've seen the light and they're seeing the light. And that for you on the other side of that, to see the light here and to be illuminated and the situation is really, I'm hearing, to be illuminated in your spaciousness and your patience, and to really just go ahead and be reaffirmed, because I'm hearing you guys, like some of you are here for that, be reaffirmed in the sort of bigness of the energy of this connection. Like, that's for real. You guys aren't making that up. And if your person is not that conscious, and maybe they're not aware of the bigness of this energy, and all of this is running unconsciously for them, okay, fine. That just means that maybe it is actually going to take lifetimes, because they have some spiritual developing to do and some growing up to do. But you guys can be illuminated to the reality that, like, this is what's going on here. There's no grasping for outcomes. There's no lusting after outcomes. There's no acting needy. This is big. It's protected. It's taking care of itself inside of spaciousness. Don't try to fight it. You don't need to fight it. Don't try to force it. You can't force it anyway. There's no winning, like, fighting this. Like, just let it unfold. Let it unfold. Let it take the time it takes, and really be in the illumination of an enlightenment. Really take an enlightened perspective on your relationship with this person, because this highest timeline with this person is beautiful. What they're thinking and what they're feeling in their highest aspect is this is really, really gorgeous. This is very special. Well, I shuffled the angel answers over here. Just if you want to put this message into your body, so your body can remember this for you, so you don't have to try to remember this entire thing, which, like, who could do that? I can't do that. Just type in pile 1, I receive it. It puts this message through your fingertips, up through your nervous system, into your neural pathways, and you get it on a cellular level. Your body remembers it. It's called kinesthetic learning. It's freaking awesome. I always say, I wish I made that up. I wish I, like, created the idea of kinesthetic learning, but I didn't. It's like a real thing. It's science. So, okay, big happy changes, gorgeous. Yeah, like I said, they're coming back into balance. They're getting it. There's like heart activation. There's like total, like, working on, you know, being in your heart center, opening your heart center, like really, like, all of that, and then creating something materially in the world, like really getting out there. And this is about manifestation mastery, you guys. This King of Pentacles. So this is really, really beautiful. And answering that call. You know, a lot of people get knocked on their ass and things turn around topsy-turvy, and they just, like, kind of stop there. And this is not happening. Like, this is not a person who just stops. This is a real power player. I love it. Wait, what were we saying? Like, here, my loves. I mean, and then I'm like, let me just ask about timing just in case. And they're like, no, wait. This is going to take however long it takes. It's really, really beautiful. Do not rush it. My loves, don't try to force anything. Don't push it. When a relationship and the energy is this big and this beautiful, you can wait lifetimes if it takes lifetimes. You can wait weeks. You can wait months. You can wait years. It doesn't matter. Get busy doing what you're already doing, because it's freaking beautiful. Whoever you guys are that have inspired someone to think this way and feel this way about you, you yourselves are amazing. You're up to big, beautiful things. So trust the big, happy changes. Trust the big energy of this relationship. Trust the beautiful path that this person is on in terms of how they are thinking at their highest level, how they are feeling at their highest level. Trust that this is guided and protected. Really, trust the spaciousness of things. Be in your enlightened place with this. Consider this enlightening. Pile 1s, now you know. Be patient. This is unfolding gorgeously. This is for your highest good. I so hope you sunk this in. Typed in pile 1, I receive it. When you type that in, you get this message on a cellular level in your bodies. And as always, if you're feeling me, I have a little song for that. Subscribe. I was going to say sign up. subscribers can sign up to get a free reading giveaway. I do those, but they are for subscribers only, and you can find out about that in the description box. And when it comes to signing up as well, I teach priestessing, and it's basically about really developing your magic in real life ways so that you can go out and live a dream life that's like completely freaking magical, because I do, and you can too. Like, you really can. It's not like there's secret sauce. There really is. There's tried and true practices, and I share them with all my beautiful priestesses that I'm working with right now. You can find out about that stuff in the description box. There are some free giveaways and stuff there too, because I really do believe that I want anyone to be able to access this stuff at whatever level they're at. So you can check that out as well. And pile ones, I really hope you receive this, because this is very, very beautiful. And I know it's not always easy to be patient with this stuff, but this is big. Like, if you're here, it's because you have the capacity to really be enlightened around this kind of thing. That you have the capacity to really get on with the business of leading your most beautiful life and let this whole thing unfold in its protected aspect, because it is. Your person is amazing. They're feeling and thinking amazing things. This whole situation is going to take care of itself, and you guys are amazing, because like, not everyone could get this message. Not everyone could wait and just be enlightened in the face of this much energy. You guys can. That's why you're here, my amazing pile ones. I so hope you got this, and I so hope you really know that. And most of all, they always have to say here, you are so very loved. Hello, pile twos. Hello, my beauties, my merkaba choosing beauties. Wow, my lighting is gotten a little bit weird in here, so hopefully you guys can see that and you can see everything okay. All right. What are they thinking? What are they feeling about you? My beautiful pile twos. There's a caveat here, which is that, as you always know, here on kylinlight, you come here for your highest possible timeline. Your guides come channel to me on that vibrational frequency, on that wavelength. So for some of you, depending on the consciousness level of who you're asking about, this is what they are thinking and what they are feeling on the highest possible timeline. This is often from their highest self. It's awesome. It's awesome, but it's also from their sort of source self energy, and sometimes there's like soul contract energy in here. So just know, depending on the level of consciousness of your person, like we're talking at higher level here, at a higher level here. 10 of inspiration. That's the 10 of wands. Okay. That is a card of being like a little bit overwhelmed. All right. So your person is feeling a little bit overwhelmed. Your person is feeling, they're thinking, yeah. They're not thinking that you're too much. They're thinking that this is too much. Okay, that's really interesting. If you guys were attracted to pile one, there may be information for you there as well. Yeah, so because that's very similar. That was very similar. Yeah, so I just want you guys to know, like, this is not a bad thing. This just means that, like, they've been a little bit, I'm hearing, like, kind of hit over the head by you. And especially, like, in a context, too, like, if you're asking about a family member or a friend or a work colleague, right? Like, not everybody comes to these, not everyone is like, but my love life. And if you're asking about your love life, of course, yeah, this was information about that. But that, like, sometimes a bit of overwhelm when you meet someone is simply because they are a catalyst for your growth and your expansion, because they're triggering things for you that there are for you to deal with, and because it's a momentous meeting. So like they're feeling the weight of the energy of your connection. You've really shown up, and like it's a thing for them. So pile two is like, don't freak out. We're gonna get some more information here. We're looking at my holodeck. I love that. My holographic tarot. If you guys are, I'm a nerd, and like there's a holodeck on Star Trek, and it's really cool. So that's funny. I make myself laugh. Okay, great. King of Cups. Wow. Yeah, collective energy in the house. You guys really may have been drawn to pile one. That's just so amazing. So yeah, again, very, very similar. You've activated them in a heart-centered place, and it's the King of Cups. So it's divine masculine energy in the heart center. That means there are things for them to do to be with that heart-centered energy, to be with their emotions, to feel their feelings, to really to look at it, to work on it. That's divine masculine energy. It's the energy of inspiration and action. And the 10 of inspiration here, being the 10 of wands, right, is like, again, they're inspired now to do some work. This is the catalyzing on their heart-centered being, on stuff that's going on for them emotionally. That's really, really beautiful. I'm just hearing flat out, they are both thinking and feeling that you are a catalyst. And furthermore, you are. So get that pile too. So that's beautiful. Page of Wands. Amazing. Amazing. So this is really all about being inspired. This is about the passion for something new. You've really sparked in them to I'm hearing for some of them, and again, this is depending on the level of consciousness of the person you're asking about. But for some of them, it's about going deeper into emotional healing and healing some things for themselves, some wounds, some emotional stuff that's still stuck there, some things that have been stagnant. And they're like, oh man, like this is why the 10 of Wands, where they're sort of just like, oh. But sometimes when you're confronted, because you're like, you've done a bunch of work on yourself, you've done a bunch of healing, and that healing gets you to that next layer of the onion and underneath that, you realize like, oh, there's a whole other thing here. They're seeing that, but there's passion involved. There's energy for this. They do have the energy for this. It's a lot. It's a lot, you guys, and they're in it. They're really in it. Oh, great. Good, good, good. So we have the 2 of Wands here as well. Wow. So Wands, Wands, Wands. So it's a lot of passion energy, a lot of inspiration energy. They are looking toward a future. They're looking toward a future for themselves here. You guys have sparked that. They really are. They're thinking about what's possible for themselves. And they're thinking about it. I'm hearing this Page of Wands energy. They're thinking about it in a new light. But thinking about it isn't going to get them there yet, okay? We haven't had any swords show up, for example. They're feeling into it, and they need to feel into it. I'm hearing that you guys have them revisiting what they really want. What do they really want? What's their heart's desire? And sort of getting a little bit more honest with themselves about that. They've been sparked in passion, and they've been sparked in to look at that. I'm hearing that they're going to have to make some changes, and yeah, and that feels like a little bit like it's like a lot. But this is like they're starting. They're starting, this 2 of Wands. They're starting to make the changes. Yeah, and then they're stopping. This is where they are in their headspace with it, my loves. The 2 of Swords, okay? There's stuff they don't want to look at. They don't want to look at it. They don't want to deal with it. This is a card of denial, okay? So this explains sort of some of this burden over here too with this 10 of Wands, this sort of feeling like overwhelmed. I think that they're really like, yeah, they want I don't often speak about shadow work just because I don't love that that terminology for it, because it makes it sound scary and dark and all the things. And shadow work, I mean, pain is pain. Emotional hurt is hurt. Like, and it's information. There's a real bright side to it. There's a real light at the end of every tunnel. But there's a tunnel that your person doesn't want to go into. There's something they really don't want to look at. But you have catalyzed, and I'm hearing this, you have catalyzed a willingness. They're just not there yet. But they're looking at it, and they know that they need to make some changes. And this King of Cups energy is this divine masculine. I mean, it is the King of Cups is the strongest of all these cards. So that means it's going to win the day with your person. On their highest possible outcome here, on this highest timeline, is that the King of Cups energy wins the day, and they apply their divine masculine inspired action taking to really looking at and being in the matters of the heart and really dealing with it, dealing with their feelings, dealing with what's been going on with them internally, getting to that next layer of what they need to get to in order to be able to move forward. And it's a layer they haven't wanted to look at, but you have shown up, and they feel it. They feel that they need to. They're feeling it. Wow. All right, the Divine Feather Messenger wants to talk a little bit more about your person here, my love. So what are they thinking? What are they feeling? It's a little bit intense. But it's not like, woo, that was fast. Wow, your angels are like, we have things to say, pile twos. It's not like they can't handle this. And again, it's not like it's all horrible. That like there's inspiration, there's passion here. They're moved. They're just afraid, and they don't want to look. They're like, oh, they really don't want to deal. It's like, it's like a pile of paperwork on your desk that it's time to clear it off. And you will. And I'm hearing that as well. Like they will. They just don't want to. And that's fair. You know, your guides are like, they're very clear pile twos. You have to let them have their feelings of that they don't want to. It's okay to be like, oh, I really don't want to deal with this. It really is okay. Because that passes as well, especially when there is this sort of looking toward the future, when there is this sort of willingness to know that you need to make some changes. You don't have to do it right now. You know, it really is like, I mean, a lot of people are always just like, oh, you're going to put off making those changes to your eating habits tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow, and then the changes never come. And you know what? I've made a lot of changes to my eating habits, and sometimes it's just not good timing for that. Sometimes you need to set yourself up with more support. You need to like not try to do it right before the holidays. You need to like, it's just sort of like, you know, there's timing. So I think there's something too about your person really learning to have a little bit more active compassion for themselves. And this is part of the planning, is sort of setting themselves up to be in a place, to be in a space where they really can deal with what feels very heavy to them that they haven't wanted to deal with. It's going to be really liberating though. It is the start of something new. And this is very exciting. There's a lot on the horizon for them with this. All right, a little more shuffling here with the Divine Feather Messenger. Over here at kylinlight, hi, welcome if you're new, and if you're returning, I love you, and you know it. The angels speak through my Divine Feather Messenger. Angels speak to me through birds and light language, and so yeah, we're getting angel messages here for you guys about your person. And again, your person, maybe you came here to ask about a particular person, but you're getting a reading about someone else that's a family member or a colleague or a friend. And it's like, that happens. You know, sometimes the universe just goes ahead, your guides go ahead and usurp, you know, what you think you want to know about. And they're like, yeah, no, actually, we need to talk to you about this person. And you know who they're talking about. So you guys know. And if none of it's resonating, which you wouldn't still be here if that's the case. But, you know, sometimes you're called to other readings. You're here for a reason. You're called to other piles. Like, you guys indulge that. Like, you guys really, you get as much information as you need in order to really feel, your guys are saying to feel illuminated, to feel, again, you guys have a lot in common with pile one. They're like to feel enlightened on this topic, so that you really can, so you can relax into that your role is as a catalyst, and also allow your person the space that they need and the time that they need to go through this process. I'm hearing that you can't do any of this for them. Don't try. You can just be, if you're in an active relationship with them, I'm hearing to just continue to let them know that you're there if they need help, if they need support. Let them know that you care. But not in like a smothering way, in a really, really spacious way. It's really like, I remember like raising a child and like with a teenager, for example, like really, really important for them to know that you're there and you've got their back. Really also equally important for you not to be all up in their business, trying to do shit for them that they are figuring out for themselves. And then when they want some support or want some help, they will come to you and they will ask. I'm hearing this is kind of like this. Okay. Pheasant, the time is ripe for creation and connection. Focus your attention in these areas. That's beautiful. Again, you are allowing them the space to create something new for themselves, to look toward a future. And for some of you guys, it is a future with you. So the quality of your connection, they're already a little bit overwhelmed. The quality of your connection, okay, really wants to be inside of, and it's going to set a tone for your future together, how you guys move forward. So again, it's really like trying to force things, try to do things for them. Like, that is not going to work. What you want to do is be creative, and you want to show up in ways that create a foundation with this person so that they have the space to work out what feels really heavy for them, what's really deep for them, but they need to work it out. They need to be the king in that, in the divine masculine. That doesn't mean they're male. It doesn't mean they're male identifying. It means they're in, whoever this is, they're in their divine masculine energy around things to do to work out the stuff that's going on in their hearts. Okay, my loves. Magpie, reevaluate your priorities. It is time to let go of what you no longer need. Yes, I'm hearing that you might, guys, you might pile twos. What you no longer need is to try to control or force things with other people. You no longer need to be the one managing someone else's emotional process. Love that. Ostrich, the choice is clear for you now. Follow the wisdom and truth you feel in your heart. If this is resonating, ding, 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 you're hearing it, you're ringing it, you know it to be true. This person is going through this. It's good for you to know about that. You can check in like with this about this stuff, but that like bugging them, forcing, you know, like manipulating, like that's not, it's not going to work. It's not going to work for you and it's not going to work for them. White Eagle, the connection to divine guidance is within you. Abso-freaking-lutely. I'm hearing that you guys really like this is, you want to focus on your own divine inner guidance, your sovereign sourced self energy, and you guys keep doing you, because you've been a big catalyst for this person. This can't possibly be the only person that you're out there catalyzing into beautiful transformation and change. And that would be because you are role modeling a way of being. You know, this is like I tell my priestesses about this all the time. If you're new here, you're like, what is that about? I teach priestessing, magic, how to bring magic into your real life, how to live your dream life. It's totally possible. You can find out about that in the description box. And you guys are doing this anyway. You guys are set up for this. This is partly also a setup for you guys to understand you can catalyze this person over here. This can be going on with them over there. This can be going on over there. You're not manipulating. You're not controlling. You're heeding your own divine inner wisdom. You are attending to your own garden and you are bearing the fruits of that. And then you can feed others with the fruits of that. You're not all up in there trying to feed them by tending to their gardens. You're tending to your own. I love that. Starling, now is the time to get out into the world and connect in authentic ways. Again, I love that. That's about really getting out there and creating things with people that have this foundation of like you doing you. That's where it's authentic. That's where it's aligned. We're not out there trying to do them for them. You guys are focusing on you now, and you are that much more equipped to be connecting in authentic ways, to be creating in ways that are going to be connections that last in a healthy, sustainable way. Love it. White Turkey, the power to heal the earth is within you. Well, bam. I mean, that really is about just role modeling how to be when you're catalyzing people this hard and they're going through a whole process and you're a support for them and you're like there for them, but you're not trying to do it for them. You're not all up in their business. You're not manipulating. You are role modeling, and that is medicine. That is healing. I am actually hearing healing specifically for your person, that people have meddled with them, that people have been heavy-handed, that people have been manipulative, and that this is part of their healing process, is uncovering and discovering that they can be their own King of Cups, that they can be the divine masculine energy when it comes to their emotions and their heart-centered healing, that they really can take care of themselves, they can be in self-care, that they really can get the help that they need dealing with what they don't want to deal with, that's either professional help or like a support group, or like that they can really outsource from, your guides are saying outsource from their own direction, outsource from their own planning, their own envisioning, their own inspiration about what they want and what's good for them. And that I'm hearing for a lot of you guys that this person has been controlled, manipulated, dominated, told what to do, and that this level of development, they don't feel like they can do it. They're afraid. It's heavy for them. They're not sure they can handle it. And that you're letting them handle it. You're letting them do it. It's this huge medicine for them. And it's medicine for a lot of other people as well. And you guys just role modeling, you doing you, and here's how you do it. People are watching. They are watching how you take care of you, how you handle it when you've done some healing around some emotional stuff and you get to another layer that you're like, ish, now I have to deal with that. Like, what? Oh my God, my so-and-so is a narcissist. I didn't even know. Like, what? And it's like, and you handle it, you manage it. The divine source energy, sovereign source, inner guidance is with you. You guys are role modeling how to do this. You don't need to tell anybody how to do anything. They're going to come and ask you when they're ready. I love that. Okay, we're going to quickly get into the angel answers here for you as well, my pile twos. This is a time where you want to sink this message in. I mean, how are they thinking? How are they feeling? Ultimately, they're overwhelmed and grateful to you at the same time, because you guys are going to give them the space to discover what their own capacity for healing themselves, what they need for this next phase of their lives, their lives. I'm sorry, their life and their life. I am hearing for a lot of you guys, their life together with you. It's really beautiful how they're going to move forward and how you guys are going to move forward together. this is the time when you want to sink this into your body. You want to type in pile 2, I receive it. You get this message on a cellular kinesthetic level. It's a real thing. It goes through your fingertips, up through your nervous system, into your neural pathways. I love that. It's exciting. Then you don't have to try to remember this entire message because, like, seriously, that was a lot of information. And I talk a mile a minute. Some people come to my channel, they're like, you talk too much. And I'm like, it's my job to channel information, but okay. I don't have to be for everybody. None of us are for everybody. Like, it's all good. But yeah, so my loves, it's a lot of information. If you type in pile 2, I receive it, your body will remember this for you. Okay, we got some angel answers here. Let's have a look. Trust. Yeah, this is amazing. This is beautiful. I mean, this really is speaking to yeah, I love this. Your guys are saying this is very multi-layered because they are trusting you to trust them to work this out. And you guys are trusting you to trust them, and you're trusting the universe for that they're going to work this stuff out. And I want you guys to also trust yourselves in terms of that the role models that you are. And that, like, the work that you're doing, you know, we think that we don't think people are watching us. We think that we're just like doing our thing and no one's paying attention, or, well, maybe not everyone thinks that, but like a lot of people don't realize the influence that they are just in their way of being and what they're doing. Most people think that we have to tell and demonstrate and show, and like, no, you guys, how you do, who you're being, trust that is impacting this person in particular, but I'm hearing for you guys, pile 2s, many people around you, way more than you know. Choose a new direction. Yeah, this is for them, what they're thinking, what they're feeling. Like, you can see it. It's like right here. Just comes right together. And it actually came and bridged here, this angel message. The connection to divine guidance is within you, and the time to get out into the world and connect in authentic ways. Again, I'm hearing there's something about your person being activated, being catalyzed, and like really realizing that they haven't been true to their heart's desires. And for some of them, it's like they didn't even really know what they really wanted, and they're connecting with that now. And it's gonna, you know, this was gone on from the beginning of this reading. They're gonna have to make some changes, and they know it. They don't want to because they're like, but it's going to be so liberating. There is actually enough passion and inspiration for them to do it. Like, they can do it. And you guys, really, you guys just like do your thing, be who you are, role model, let them know that you're here if they want any support, but like, let them come to you for that support while they're in this process. It's a huge part of their process. I'm hearing it's a new direction for them too, to really like give this to themselves. Wow. Pile 2s, this is amazing. I'm really excited for you and your person too, because I'm hearing you're both really growing in these different roles. Like there's a lot of growth and a lot of evolution here. This is really very, very beautiful. So pile 2s, I so hope you sunk this in and typed in pile 2, I receive it. And as always, if you're feeling me, subscribe if you haven't yet. I do free reading giveaways, but those are for subscribers only. You can find out about that in the description box. And I mentioned briefly my priestessing stuff. Some of that, there are some free offerings for people who aren't prepared yet to, or aren't in a position in their lives to go ahead and like work with me as a mentor. And I have like higher level programs that are for people who are luminous leaders. And they really are people like stepping into leadership in their fields in the world. And it's pretty high level stuff. It's just kind of power players. But if that lights you up, if you're hearing that, if you're feeling that, that's a month to month and you can jump in anytime. So check out what I'm offering if you're curious. And my beautiful pile 2s, I so hope you got this message. I really, really do, because this is a high timeline. This is very beautiful stuff. And I so hope you know, as always, most of all, you are so very loved. Hello, pile 3s, my pyramid choosing clear quartz. Pile number 3s. I know, my platonic solids. I'm such a nerd. Okay, what are they thinking and feeling about you? All right, my loves. First of all, caveat, if you didn't listen to my intro, I just have to say this again. Depending on the level of consciousness of the person you're asking about, This could be what they're thinking or feeling from their highest aspect, from their highest self. This is source self, highest timeline energies. Sometimes we're talking about soul contracts here, because your guides come to me at kylinlight for your highest possible timeline. So that applies to anyone you're asking about here as well. So again, depending on how conscious they are, some of the stuff might be operating unconsciously or in the background for your person. So just know that. All right, let's have a look. Ooh, the 10 of Swords. Wow, okay. So there's so much collective energy going on. Okay, my loves. So yeah, you might have been attracted to the other piles as well. Yeah, especially with this 10 of Swords energy. Your person is, what they're feeling and what they're thinking is there's some pain. I mean, the 10 of Swords really, I mean, it's just like, it's not cute. It's not a cute card. It is the final one, though. It's really about that they have been, and I'm hearing, by the way, that it's not that they're thinking that you are painful. That's not it. It's that you are, yeah. It's like something has to come to an end, that they've been doing something or not doing, or avoiding something, like not doing something, but there's been something about a patterned way of being, or there's something in their life that has been really bad for them. And they've been at it for a while. That's the 10 of Swords. It's like one sword after another, after another, after another. Like this has gone on for a while. And the beauty of the 10 of Swords is that you're calling it. It's done. That's it. So there's something that's been really difficult, really painful for them, and you've shown up, or lately, you know, maybe you've called it. Maybe you've been like, for some of you guys, maybe you've just been like, hey, this needs to change or I'm out of here. But something has catalyzed big change for them, and the ending of I'm hearing the ending of a cycle, the ending of a phase, the ending of an era, the ending of a certain person, place, or thing or way of being for your person that has just been flat out not good for them. Yeah. Like not for their highest good. So that is the information. That's the kind of like, pain is unpleasant good news, because pain is information that something's not working for you. That's the good news, is you get to know if something's not working for you, so you can stop doing it. Like really, you can get out. Pain is really informative, but it's pain, you know? So no one's like, yeah, you know, bring it. Knight of Pentacles, amazing. This is a card of work. This is a card of diligent work. This is a card of slow-moving, laborious work. This is work that takes time. However, this is work in which the harvest is promised. So I'm hearing that, and I love that there's a road ahead for them. That your person sees the road ahead. They see the changes that they need to make. They see that there's some efforting here. There's some doing here. And they see that this is going to be a bit of a long road. This is going to take some time for them. It really is. But you guys, like, you've shown up, and they're all of a sudden, like, they're really thinking into it. They're really feeling into it, that like something has got to come to an end for them. Because, yeah. It's not unlike pile 2. They need to make some changes. The Hermit, yeah. So your person, you guys, your person is, yeah. Again, it's interesting, because for pile 2, it was like a little heavy for them, but this is like, it's pain. This is painful for them. And they need some time to themselves to really figure out, you know, which direction to go. Hold on. Because again, they know it's going to be a long road. They know it is. Sorry, my camera's a little shaky. This setup I have here, you know, I'm traveling, and I'm still traveling. I know, and will be going home someday. But sorry, it's just when I hit the table, it gets a little shaky. They're deciding which direction to go here, and they really, really need to go within, because this is going to be, I'm hearing like just a major, this is major. Wow. High Priestess. Let's talk about more going within. I mean, these are the 2 major arcana cards of basically seeing. The Hermit sees the light by going within, by creating the space and the time around themselves in order to reach a kind of enlightenment about a certain topic. The High Priestess lives inside of being intuitively guided, like really knowing that. So your person, what they're thinking and feeling is they need some time to themselves so they can see the way forward, so they can move forward with clarity. And they know it in their gut. And they also know in their gut that this, whatever it is that needs to change, that hasn't been good for them, that hasn't been working for them, like it's done, it's over, it needs to change. And you guys have either flat out said it, or you've been saying it, or you're like, this is coming through. This is coming through you. You somehow, again, are catalyzing this Ace of Cups beautifully from a place of love. From a place of love. And the thing I love about the Ace of Cups too is it's not just romantic love, it's overflowing love. It's really the infinite unconditional love of the universe and tapping into that. So I'm hearing for you guys that like you basically, yeah, whether this is romantic or a colleague or a friend or a family member, you guys have shown up from a place of love. And from that place of love, really, really gotten your person, yeah, to be willing to reflect on their life and on what's not working for them, and not working for them in terms of like it's painful, and that they are, this is clear, like on their highest aspect, on their highest timeline, they are completely willing to make this change. And it's really almost like they're having what, like this happens a lot of times when people get sober, but they have what's called like a moment of clarity. And it's full of grace, where it really feels like there's like almost like divine intervention is what I'm hearing here for your person. This Ace of Cups energy is that. And that for you guys have been to some degree an agent of that energy. I'm hearing that some of you guys have like actually loved this person or helped them to feel or believe, even just for a moment, of in this unconditional love, in this love of the universe, in that they were loved enough so that they could love themselves enough to make the changes that they need to make. And there's a commitment that they're going to need to make here. The Knight of Pentacles really is about a commitment. But when we enter into, this is something I talk to my priestesses about all the time. When we enter, who are my priestesses? If you're new to my channel, I do priestessing courses. You can find out about that in the description box. Okay. When you enter into a commitment with yourself, okay, or with someone else, with anything, and that commitment is born of love, not obligation, but love. All right. And by love, I mean love in terms of wanting the best for yourself. Love in terms of, really accessing your highest possible life and your highest possible timelines. Love really being like actually just like well-being, like wanting to be well. Sometimes that's so you can care for others, but it's still like you got to take care of yourselves first, right? From a place of love. A commitment born of love has inevitability in it. It operates inside of a cosmic inevitability. Now, the commitment means you don't know how long this road is going to be, but this person is accessing a commitment to really making the changes of this painful, unworkable way of being. Born of love with this Ace of Cups energy. And you guys have shown up and either shown them or catalyzed that for them. Maybe you're just role modeling that for them. But it is going to require, again, them sort of really, really tapping the energy of both the High Priestess and the Hermit in order to embark upon this new and rather long path. But they can do it. They can do it, especially if they continue to be in the faith and to know that they are loved unconditionally by source energy, and that you guys have been an agent of love for them. That's amazing. That really is amazing. And your guides really want you guys to know too that it's not for people to, we unconditionally love people. That doesn't mean we tolerate abusive behavior. So sometimes, being an agent of the unconditional love or being an agent of change in someone's life is really being like, hey, I love you, but I love myself as much, and I need to, first and foremost, I need to make sure I'm taken care of. So I'm not going to stick around for this. This is hurting me. And sometimes role modeling that and setting and holding healthy boundaries actually catalyzes other people to do that for themselves as well. So yeah, like it's like, or just being like, I'm not gonna, I mean, you guys, like I have done this. I've like been like, sometimes it's like, if you're not going to counseling, I'm not going to live with you anymore. You know, like that's it. And that, you know, things have to get to a certain point, but they get to that pain point of the 10 of Swords. That's what the 10 of Swords is like, this is a final straw. So your person has been brought to the final straw, and you are playing some part in them getting there. And that's going to be different for each of you because this is a general reading, but your guides say, you know what this is, and you know what this is about. If you're still here and this is resonating, you know what this is. You know what this is about. This is really powerful. This is really, really beautiful. I mean, the High Priest and the Hermit is incredibly beautiful energy. The harvest is promised. Again, that's an inevitability. The harvest is promised in the Knight of Pentacles. And the Ace of Cups is unconditional love of the universe. These are gorgeous cards. And this is it. The 10 of Voices is just like, that's over. That time is over because it cannot go on anymore. It's done. That the 10th sword is just like, enough. Enough. Shakti, beautiful. Shakti energy is calling it. Tangerine quartz, solar plexus chakra. This is the chakra, again, of the self and of the self-empowered. So this really is, I'm hearing your person is going to, there's self-love that has been missing for your person, and they're finding it. This is a really beautiful healing journey they're going on. Wow, so much collective energy. No wonder this is the reading that had to come out. You guys got some people who are like healing, and you guys have catalyzed some really, really beautiful healing for your people. I have to acknowledge you, my kylinlights, but of course you have. You guys are light. You guys are light workers. You guys are luminous leaders. You guys are amazing. Curiosity, apophyllite, the energy of Jupiter. Wow, Jupiter is expansion and luck. So again, there's inevitability. The harvest is promised. There's unconditional love overflowing. You know, it's really okay too. People are like, the Hermit, like, yeah, it's beautiful to take time out for ourselves, to create space around ourselves in order to be well. You know, it's like to prepare for a journey like this. You know, and the High Priestess, tapping into the energy of the High Priestess, is like the High Priestess can be guided in any circumstance. The High Priestess walks by moonlight and sees clearly. That is incredibly lucky to tap into. This is incredibly powerful and beautiful. Yeah. And that Shakti energy, you guys, like that is source energy. That is like goddess energy from which like all things came and to which all things will return. Like that is big power. This is really the end. I'm hearing it's just the end of an era and like a massive new beginning for your person. It's beautiful. Adaptability, lace agate, and the air element. Yeah, your guides really are asking you guys to show up. Even if you're showing up in the background or energetically for this person because they need so much space, but to show up in this Ace of Cups unconditional love place. And again, unconditionally loving someone energetically, unconditionally loving someone doesn't mean that we tolerate behavior that's not self-loving toward ourselves. Sometimes the best thing you can do for someone, again, is hold a boundary with them. Really role model not only your self-love, but also help them to see how their behaviors are unworkable, especially with the kind of people that if they want to be with someone who is healthy, that you know, there are plenty of behaviors that are unworkable for people that are unhealthy. And when we role model and demonstrate to someone that what they're doing and their way of being is not going to attract to them healthy people, and if they want you in their lives, you in their life, then and you're a healthy person who loves yourself, then yeah, they need to adapt. And we all do. We all do. There were things that were working for us that become painful because they're not working anymore. And that's when we need to make changes. Your person's regrouping big time. Resolve, amazing. Desert Jasper. Desert Jasper. And the energy of Vespa. Okay, beautiful. This is resolve. This is this moment. This is what we're talking about. Again, we are talking about the inevitability that happens when you make a commitment born of love. And this is This is big love. This is love between you and them. This is love for them and them. This is love for you. And this is the unconditional love of the cosmos. There's so much love in this reading. This is really, really gorgeous. And yeah, it's like a little bit, I don't know, no, I'm not usually like, usually in my readings, I'm like, cackling. Like this is big. This is like a little bit like it's for kylinlight, it's a little bit serious. You know, and it's just, it is. This is the beginning of a new era for your person. This is them really turning over a new leaf and you guys having a beautiful role to play in this. And I'm hearing for a lot of you, your role is hands off. Your role is energetic. Your role is in role modeling. Your role was in like role modeling boundaries. Your role was in like setting boundaries. Your role is in really like seeing and getting that they need to do this and unconditionally loving them for being in this energy and making these changes and giving them the space and the time that they need to do this as well from an unconditionally loving place. And like role modeling, taking care of yourselves in the midst of that. Like really, it doesn't mean you necessarily wait for someone to go through this. Like it's just that you're there for them in whatever capacity you're going to be there for them. This is really big cosmic unconditional love energy here. And again, it's not necessarily romantic either. This is really profound is the word. This is a really profound reading. Wow. It kind of caught me off guard. A lot of times with the like, what are they thinking and feeling? You're just like, they think you're sexy, you know? It's really fun. And this is like, wow, you know, man, you guys, your people are going through something right now. Well, that makes sense. We're going to look at the Divine Feather Messenger here. The Divine Feather Messenger speaks with angel messages. And while I shuffle, here we go. I will just say what I always say here, which is sync this into your bodies. If you type in pile 3, I receive it, your body will remember the meat of this message for you and all the details on a cellular level. So you don't have to try to remember all these details because, yeah, I talk a lot and channel a lot of information. Your guides that come to me are luminous. They light me up. They're full of juice. And yeah, it's for your highest good. It's very exciting. So type in pile 3, I receive it. And it'll go through your fingertips, up through your nervous system, into your neural pathways. Your body remembers it for you. Isn't that handy? I know, right? It's like, thank goodness, because I know some people probably have those kind of memories where they could remember everything, but like I can't, I couldn't. No, I am a kinesthetic learner. That's how I know about all that. Okay, the pheasant. The time is right for creation and connection. Focus your attention in these areas. Oh my gosh, really, there's so much collective energy. Seriously, if you guys were drawn to another pile, there's more information here for you about your person. Yeah. Creation and connection, my love. Focus your attention in these areas, all right? This doesn't mean like texting your person 100 times a day or whatever. This is really about the creation and connection of this sort of, yeah. Your guides are saying of that, again, that source energy, the divine energy of that unconditional love space. And it is from that unconditional love space where you're in the self-love, again, to create and hold. I'm hearing this creation has a lot to do with creating a dynamic with someone and creating a dynamic with your own self-care and your own self-love so that there are healthier boundaries, so that there's less of this unworkable behavior, less of these unworkable patterns. This is the time for creating that, connecting with that source self-love, source self, unconditional love, being able to role model and be there for your person, even if by being there, the best way to be there is to be in the background inside of that unconditional love energy, doing your own thing. That's interesting. It's almost like that's counter, certainly counter, it's like counter the programming. But that's what's coming through. Peacock, inherent wisdom is emerging at this time. Watch it and ready yourself for a rebirth. Beautiful. Okay, this is amazing. Again, I really am hearing that there's this sort of role modeling, there's this unconditional love, and I'm hearing there's some mirroring. So it may be that like you guys are just a little bit ahead of this person doing the same exact stuff because it was also time for you guys to call something that was really, really painful for you, call an end to it, get into this hermit, high priestess process, step on the path of commitment of the Knight of Pentacles from a place of unconditional love to really, it's so interesting, the word they're giving me is manufacture. I love that. But to really to co-create this with the universe, this next phase of your life, which is going to be much healthier, much more, I'm hearing, seeped in that unconditional love of source energy. So this rebirth is not just for them. Again, I'm hearing there's some mirroring here. That's beautiful. Kingfisher, prosperity is flowing. Have faith that you will receive it in the perfect form. Again, that is that faith around the timing of something that has inevitability when it is a commitment born of love. The harvest is promised here, my darlings. Like really, harvest, promised. This is a really good shift. Remember that the 10 of Swords is good news. The pain was information. The pain was information. The pain was information. The pain was information. By the 10th time, you got the memo, and so did they. Beautiful. Nuthatch, stay grounded and welcome the new knowledge and perspective coming to you. Yeah. And I mean, that's the High Priestess and that Hermit energy all over that for you and your person. Gosh, I'm just hearing so much mirroring here. Okay, pile threes. I so hope you guys received this and sunk this in, because this is amazing, like for both of you and your person. Like, what are they thinking and feeling? I'm hearing that it's almost like, it's like they're like one step behind you or something, pile threes. I don't know, it's really interesting. I hope you typed in pile three, I receive it. And as always, if you're feeling me, subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. I do free reading giveaways, but those are for subscribers only. That's for real. I just did one. I know, and they're so great. Like, I love meeting you guys. Like, it makes me so happy. So, yeah, so like, sign up for that if you want one of those. And people win. And then, yeah, I mentioned my priestessing stuff. It's like really cool. Like, who doesn't want more magic in their lives so they can live magical dream lives like I do, like you do. Everybody wants that. So check that out. I have free offerings there if you're not in a position yet where your abundance is flowing such that you can work with me on my higher level stuff with my my luminous leaders in my Shine Mastermind. And then also I do one-to-one mentorships. And I will actually have a couple spaces freeing up for that really soon. Some people are wrapping up with that for the moment. So super exciting. My priestesses, my pile threes, my amazing transforming Knights of Pentacle, Hermit, High Priestesses. The cups of unconditional cosmic love are pouring into you guys right now, both you and your person. Receive it, because this new era really is you're turning a corner, you're turning a new leaf, and this road ahead of you, it is long. That's not a joke, but the harvest is promised. There's inevitability born of your commitment to this incredibly vast, deep, overflowing love that is it's available to you guys now, both of you. Pile threes. I so hope you got this, and I so hope you know, most of all, you really are so very loved.